Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra, and on this channel, we do all things budget related as it pertains to mine and my husband's paycheck. And as you can tell by my voice, you can probably tell that it is early in the morning. My children, they fell asleep in the living room last night. We were watching some shows together, and I have to stay as quiet as possible. Okay. I do have a little bit of time, so I want to make sure that I kind of go through this quickly. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I've gotten a few more as of recently, and really, really appreciate you joining. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and kind of get into this because it's a little confusing for me, so I'm sure it'll be confusing for you too. But before I do that, look at this. I got this beautiful sticker book. Oh my gosh. I'm totally digging this sticker book. I love it, love it, love it. And it is helping me decorate a little bit. So let's get into our paycheck budget for September 25th, which is my paycheck. Let's go ahead and kind of get into this. So this is my Moterm Traveler's Notebook. Absolutely love it. Monique from Medora's Budget, she used it, and man, she got me hooked. And I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm glad she got me hooked. Okay, so this, of course, is for the month of October. I thought I was going to get paid on the 24th, but I got paid on the 25th. But you'll see that the highlighted orange is going to correlate to the time frame that I am actually taking care of with my paycheck. So we've got that taken care of. And this is what our calendar looks like as far as the bills, as far as when we get paid, and all of that good stuff. But here's where things get a little bit tricky. Okay, so here's when my husband got paid. And he got paid on the 24th. And I've already gone over this budget. Here's where I got paid. So it was the next day. But the thing is that I didn't really even get a chance to fully plan out what was going to happen with my husband's check. I mean, I did, but I didn't have time to follow through on it. And so it kind of flowed over into my paycheck. And so because it did that, my numbers feel like they're a little off, but I'm hoping that there's an explanation for it, and I will understand it as soon as as it kicks in. So like if you'll see here, pet insurance was supposed to come out during my husband's paycheck. Well, it didn't. It came out over here during mine. And then also the same thing is true for the extra debt, for the high yield savings account transfer, and the debt snowball from Target. Those are things that I wasn't able to take care of with my husband's check, so I had to take care of those over here from my check. So the numbers, like I said, they're going to be slightly different, and you'll see like there was a huge rollover because it came over from my husband's paycheck. So yeah, it's pretty intense, and I'm happy, but I'll show you why I'm a little uneased, but I could be uneased for the wrong reason. So I had planned all of this for our GDGS, but you'll see that I only spent this because of course everything else had to roll over. And so I'm gonna show you guys in just a second. These are all of the bills, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark the ones that are like auto pay. So like the insurance is auto pay, the pet insurance is auto pay, but it already came out. Hulu is auto pay, Ring is auto pay, and Microsoft is auto pay. All these others I have to pay, of course, through the bill payment process. And so the bills that we ended up paying were, of course, the car insurance that's coming up, U.S. Bank. That's one of our credit cards that we have that we're trying to bring down, but it's not in the topic of discussion when it comes to debt. Water is $64.18, which is really good. I always budget about $70. I didn't even get to budget, but at least because I'm very consistent with it, it's not something that is throwing off the numbers. So that's really good. Macy's, I did make a payment to Macy's. I paid the minimum, $189.28. Spectrum, this is our mobile, our cell phone bill, $81.94. The pet insurance came out, but it came out a little bit more than what I thought. I thought it was going to be $87.90, and I always go about $95, but I guess they raised the price by $1, so it's $88.90. Very strange. So now I know, okay, I need to budget $89, not $95, and it's not $87, it's $88. If that makes sense. I'm sorry, it's still early in the morning. Pet insurance, like I said. Hulu, that's going to be coming out. I was really tempted to cancel my Hulu subscription, but my husband, he was not a fan for it, and I was like, okay, well, we have to both agree, and I usually will cave in. So here, $11.91, but they said that the price was going to go up, and I'm like, no. And really what I love Hulu for is I love it for, we just finished watching the whole season of Project Runway. We are also watching Bob's Burgers, and the new season is going to be coming out soon. So I love Hulu, and I can't say goodbye to it yet. Ring is $10.81, and Microsoft, which is a gaming service which my husband uses on the regular, is $21.64. So that's like his stress reliever right there. So I'm not taking any of that away from him. So my paycheck was about $1,939. That's roughly about the same. And these numbers, of course, don't include bills that I don't share with you guys. So it doesn't include those bills. So like my mortgage, my vehicle payments, my house insurance, all of those things are kept private because, I don't really feel comfortable sharing that. So this is the amount that I share outside of those bills. So pretty much this is true for what is remaining and for what I do share. And so what was left after I combined my check and the rollover was $2,087.46. Then if we go down here, sorry, there's a lot of ums in this video today. We have our savings and sinking funds. I was actually able to move over a total of $60, so that's $30 and $30 from the previous check. I did get the $25 from the previous one and this one. So our yearly fee is in a good place, which is awesome, because our Amazon Prime is going to be coming up soon, and I need to make sure that that money is available. Emergency cash, we do have the emergency cash, which if we're not using it, because this of course is $200 now, right, into the wallet. So if we're not going to use it, I may just not put any emergency cash the next paycheck, which is a good thing, a very good thing. Target's debt snowball, I put it in the high yield savings account for extra debt when we're ready to make a payment to Best Buy. And then Sephora debt snowball as well, did the same thing. I finally was able to add more money to Christmas. Yay! So our Christmas fund is growing, and hopefully I can give you guys an update on our sinking funds on Transfer Tuesday. I'm hoping to have a video ready for that. And then here is our high yield savings account transfer. So this one was from my check, and this one was from my hubby's check. So this was quite a bit that we had to put in there. But like I said, it was because the transition from his check to my check happened so fast that I didn't have a chance to take care of it on his. So that's why it's like that. And then you'll see here how much we had left over, which would be $1,596.46. This is where I'm worried, because it looks kind of funny right here, because it says groceries $4.50. Okay, we didn't use any grocery money, so we transferred it over. And then we come over here, dining out, $200. Okay, over here, we did use it, so it's like, okay, I pulled some from this paycheck to make it back to $200. Okay, gas. I put a little bit in my vehicle that day. I filled up. But I'm like, okay, my husband may need to fill up his truck. He's going to be busy this weekend. okay, let me make sure I have that. But then I looked at how much money is left over in spending, and that is way too high. I wasn't expecting it to be that high. And I mean, that's a good thing, but it also has me worried because I feel like this is wrong. I'm not used to having a huge amount of money for spending, especially if there's nothing to constitute it. So I've been looking at the bills. I've been making sure that I paid everything. And so far, everything looks right. And I came over here too into the ledger, and everything looks right. Like there's nothing here that looks out of place or that I skipped. I paid all of the bills. I even paid the huge bills. And we're at a big amount. And I'm just hoping, I'm going to keep my eyes open and making sure that there wasn't anything that I left out. And if there is, oh, trust me, that's going to be a video of its own. Oh my goodness. But that's it. That's all I have for this paycheck budget. It's a little chaotic, but when isn't it? And I'm happy to share it with you guys, because if you have anything similar to what I'm going through, or you have a shared budget with your significant other, you know things can be challenging. And also when in the context of like, they want to spend something, you want to spend something, but you want to be fair. But then it's like, okay, well, how does it work? What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. And, I think my husband and I, we have a pretty good balance. And he doesn't really ask for much when he, like on a regular. But when he does want something, I need to be able to make it happen because of the fact that he doesn't always ask for stuff. So, yes. Well, now I have to go. I have to get ready because I have to work this weekend. And I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye.